But what I'd really like to do is something extraordinary. Something big, something mega, something copious, something capacious, something kajunga. But I'll probably end up working at Great America, mopping up hurl and lung butter. Yeah.
Yo, Duncan Dave here on day 27 of the Take It Easy tour.
Take it easy, take it easy.
And I reached a point, well, before I get to that, we'll talk about where I'm at. I'm at the Red Apple Campground. As you can see, it is designed for RVers. And they charged me $67 to camp. $67. There were no, that's a beautiful dog. There were no state parks or other campgrounds available in the area, and it's Father's Day weekend, so everything else is packed. So I had to make a choice to stay there or stay in a hotel, and all the hotels were filled up. So I was basically, I got told to bend over and squeal like a pig.
Squeal.
So had to grin and bear it with that one. So I reached a point where this morning it was 45 degrees in the tent. My feet were cold, and I was awake at 4 o'clock, and I was wondering to myself, why am I doing this? I could be home in bed right now, my warm bed, with my girlfriend having fun. Excuse me. Having fun. And in the meantime, I'm up here. I hadn't seen her in 28 days or so. So I'm up here freezing my ass off. Just why the hell am I doing this? Well, you know, you gotta do what you gotta do. And it's been my goal to see or ride every state in the United States via motorcycle. And I've done all of that except for Hawaii and Vermont. So I'm in Maine, so we're checking out Maine. But this is just what you gotta do. I mean, if you got your purpose, you got your mission statement, you gotta do it. And, you know, spending a little bit of time on the road, 2 months away or so from the girlfriend, that's tough. That's real tough. It's tough on me and it's tough on her. But you gotta do what you gotta do. And that's the way it goes. But it was freaking cold this morning. It was 44 degrees. My sleeping bag is supposed to be a 20-degree bag, but it kind of gives up at about 45. So that kind of sucks.
You suck!
I saw him. That car was coming. I saw him. So we're in a town called Kennebunkport, Maine. There's a famous family that, you know, used to reside here. Let's see, I think it was presidential, wasn't it? Yeah, I think it was presidential. So we're going to come in here and check it out. Alright, so I just finished walking around in Kennebunkport just a little bit. Nice little town. I mean, the bushes are known for it, but besides that, I mean, it's a great little town. You'll see some of it. We're going to pass through it just a little bit. Heading south right now. And apparently they have two things. They have Kennebunk and then Kennebunkport. And there's, we're crossing over the bridge to get to Kennebuck. That house out there, how'd you like to have that? That's pretty cool. The tides here fluctuate a lot. A whole lot. Like 10 feet, 12 feet. Oh, look at all the whirligigs. I'm digging me some whirligigs now. That is cool. I like that. I got a whirligig in my yard, believe it or not. It's kind of like a windmill type thing. Girlfriend gave it to me for Christmas. She found out that I liked them. That was cool. That was nice of her. Where do we go now? I guess we'll go north, south, south. 9 and 9A. Scooters are a big thing around here. You can rent them. Life is good. Oh, this little girl wearing a mermaid thing. That's cool. That's cute. All right, we'll just go north here, or south here, just a little bit. See what we see. I should have made a right there, but that's okay. I'm hungry, man. I didn't get anything to eat. It's almost 10:25. Yeah, it's a pretty cool place here. I looked at some of the advertisements on the windows of a realty place. There was a place that you would have to go outside to change your mind in, and it was oh God, how much was it? It was like $600,000. It was crazy. And then a regular house for this area is going for like 1.5 million. $1.5 million. I just can't imagine it. Can't ponder it. Can't visualize that you'd pay $1.5 million for an average house. That's crazy. We're coming back through Kennebunkport and Kennebunk. There's more whirligigs. And just kind of cruising through here again, just to see if I missed anything. I wish that clam shack right there was open. I would have chowed down on some clams right now. They also had a advertisement for a lobster dinner for 15 bucks. That would have been a deal. But not gonna happen. Wah, 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 wah. And you got some other places here. A lot of candy stores, a lot of junk for sale, a lot of t-shirts and all that stuff. But seems to be a pretty place. And then this right here, this is that's the Bush family historical place right there. I was gonna go in there, but it was closed. There's a nice house there, nice house there. A lot of nice houses. Nice house there. Nice house there. And it's just a quaint little, Maine town. I mean, it's nice. It's expensive, but it's nice. Please ride quietly. If I have probably one of the quietest bikes on the road, you can't get much more quiet than this. So I'm doing my best. All right, we're here at a place called, on the coast of Maine, called Two Lights State Park. And there's a light right there. Right there, that's an old lighthouse. And you see some people kind of pulling out here at the beach. Look how the rocks are now. Instead of having beach, you got rocks and rocks and rocks. And there's a little point right out there. And there's a nice house right out there. And oh, look, there's a lighthouse. Isn't that cool? That is neat. You got some dudes over here fishing. I hope they're catching something instead of just fishing. But that is mondo cool right there. That lighthouse is right here on this point. And we're just below Portland, Maine. So we'll be getting closer and closer to Maine and the coast and everything like that. But how cool is this? Very, very neat place. Well, we're coming into Fort McWilliams and the Portland Head Light. I haven't seen the head light yet, but I'm looking for it. It would be nice to find the head light. Oh my goodness. So all I want is to find the lighthouse or the head light. Oh well. Maybe it's around this corner. I don't know. We'll see. A lot of people out there. They got some kind of a celebration or something going on. Lots and lots of people. Where is it? Where is it? Where could it be? Where is it? Oh, there it is. There it is. There's the head light right there. Now to find a place to park. Shouldn't be hard. I'm on a bike. I can park anywhere just about. Well, we're here at the Portland Head Light. And this is the Portland coast. There's Portland way over there. And you got some buoys and some markers here for the channel. You got a sailboat coming in there. You got a barge, not a barge, a ship, container ship there heading off. And you got some people over here, they're striper fishing right here. And there's another lighthouse way out there. That is cool. So they come in through this channel right here. And here is the lighthouse. And it's really cool looking. It's rock and it's painted white, and that is neat. And then the Lightkeepers House right here, that's really neat. I'm going to go to the front of it and show you guys some of the architecture with it. But I like it. I think it's freaking cool looking. Really, really cool looking. Look at the architecture here with this building. It's got round topped windows there. It's got the browse on the roof right there, and then it's got a gable, and it's got triangular gables on top. That is really cool architecture, and I don't know anything about architecture, but I think that's cool. And the roof itself has got some pretty cool stuff on it. The coloring on it and everything, that's really neat. And it's got two chimneys, assumed for two different rooms. And then the lighthouse is attached to it there in the back. So that's pretty cool. Okay, we're here at the Portland Head Light. And there's the light, and there's a lighthouse keeper's house. In the past, a lighthouse keeper would have to go up the light there to provide oil for the lamp that would burn up there. But now they're all automated, and they don't need lighthouse keepers. They don't have they don't need the oil or anything like that. But we're here at the coast, and that's the lighthouse. And you look out, and there's a boat out there, a container ship, and then you got some people here that are striper fishing. And then there's another lighthouse over there that marks the channel. And then if you continue to look over this way, there's two buoys out here that marks the channel for the big ships to come in, and Portland, Maine is right over there. Isn't that cool? So here we are at the Portland Head Light. I swear, guys, this morning I was freezing my ass off. It was 40 something degrees, and now it's like 80 and I'm sweating. Oh, it just sucks having to put up with this stuff. Wish it would stay just one temperature and I could enjoy it. There's a dude with the dog. See you around, dude with the dog. That was a good dog. He let me pet it. Whoopies, Maine's gourmet whoopie pie. You gotta go in there and have one. Alright guys, I'm gonna have what's called a whoopie pie. In Maine, I've been seeing signs that said whoopie pies. And I don't know what the hell a whoopie pie is. It looks like it's a cakey cookie with a some kind of a filling in here. But it's been the rage to have a whoopie pie. And this thing costs $3.50, so I hope it's good. But I'm gonna eat it, and then I'm gonna let you know how it is. I got the Maniac, the chocolate with the vanilla center. So we'll see how the whoopie pie is. Alright, later. Alright, we're still in Portland area, and there is the Bugs Island Light. And that's cute. That's a cute little lighthouse right there. And that's right here on the harbor of Portland. You see Portland all out here. It's a fairly big city. And this has got this great big old meadow. And then you got people up here doing kites. And they have some pretty serious kites right here. You got that one right there. That is a big MFing kite right there. That'll pull you out. And you got another one right there. I don't know what that's attached to. But they got it going on here. And I just met a couple right over there. They were really nice. They told me about the island out here. There's a fort. It looks like Fort Sumter in Charleston, but it's not, obviously. Oh, and very cool. There goes a riverboat pilot right there. When I wanted to do that too, when I was talking about being in the Coast Guard and I couldn't get in. I wanted to be a riverboat pilot, and I wanted, what they do is they go out and meet the ships that are coming into port. And the guy gets off of that boat and gets onto the ship, and he drives it into the port. And then when they go out, he drives the ship out of the port and gets on another boat just like that and then heads back in. But the riverboat pilots, man, they make bank. That would be a fun job to have. And I just didn't do it. But this is a cool little lighthouse. I mean, look at it. It's right out there on the water. Very cool. And you got a Chinese yawl over there. That's pretty cool. You got another sailboat that's under power right there, and you got another boat right there. That's cool. This is a neat place. I think Portland's a neat city. I still wouldn't want to live here, but I think it's a neat city. It's an old city. Old city. That's a ferry right there. I don't know where they're going, but that's a ferry. And that's a little Papillon dog right there. Alright, so that's about it. You know, that's Portland, Maine right there. Hey guys, I am in Portland, Maine, and there is a memorial here in the form of a bow of a ship that is dedicated to Liberty ships. And Liberty ships, if you don't know anything about them, they were boats that were built in World War II, designed to transport cargo and goods across the Atlantic to England. And my grandfather was in a thing called the Merchant Marines. It was not a field of war or an organization of war, but what they did do is they didn't fight, although they may have had some guns, but they transported the goods that were used in war to Europe. And this is it's a neat memorial dedicated to those people that built and also died as a result of being on these things called freedom ships. And that's really neat. I didn't know that this was here. I just kind of stumbled on this. And like I said, my grandfather was a merchant mariner. And when he died, he actually had a flag over his coffin, because they did recognize that as a military service, even though it wasn't really used for fighting. So that's pretty neat. You can see the framework here of a boat. That's neat. Thought I'd share that with you guys. This is more for my family than anybody, but pretty cool. If you have a merchant mariner in your family, let me know. I'd like to know about it. Hey guys, I'm set up at my campground. I am at the Desert of Maine campground outside of Yarmouth, Maine. And apparently there is a sand dune somewhere around here in this area, in this campground. And I don't know the geology of it. I might look it up. But there's a campground here where this sand dune is, and it's advertising that it's a desert. It's hardly a desert, of course, because there's trees everywhere, and it's getting like 6 to 8 feet of snow a year. But I'm at the Desert of Maine campground. Okay, and it's Father's Day weekend. It's Saturday night, and nothing was open except this place. And I just happened to stumble onto this place, and it was $29 a night, which is not bad. And with my AAA discount, I got it for like $26. So it's a bonus. I just happened to stumble on this, so I'm very pleased about this. It beats the hell out of spending what I did last night. That was a crazy thing to do. So that's it for today. I had a good day. I didn't go far, but I saw some places and saw a lot of lighthouses and all that stuff. So that's going to be it for tonight. Hope you guys have a good Father's Day, and take care. Doc and Dave out.
You think I want to party? I'm sick of partying. Woo! More partying!